Hello, my name is Christopher Robinson. I'm an African American dark-skinned male, dark black hair, seasonally bearded, salt and pepper gray beard here. And I'm wearing a purple t-shirt with white letters across it that spell VOX. There's a QR code right in the center of the O. And Sam,
Hi, I am Sam Gould. I'm an Ashkenazi Jewish woman with salt and pepper hair, also wearing my Vox t-shirt in front of a Vox background.
great. So Sam and I of Think Outside the Vox, we are on a mission to consume and create art access in a culturally competent way, disability-centered way, to align with emancipating representation that we're seeing in arts spaces across the country that we're seeing now. So there are vibrant communities of BIPOC, AAPI, and queer stories that are all over stages that are showing the kind of representation in film that we want, but not everyone has access to it and to that intentional diversity and representation.
Yeah, in the field of audio description, there seems to be a lack of quantity and quality and cultural competency. And so this isn't really a problem that's unique to us or one theater or our region. Um, but it's a global problem, which we're attempting to improve initially in our region and then beyond. What we hear from patrons all over the country is that there's not enough description and it's incongruous to the source material. Sanitized and misdescribed by sighted describers who are uncomfortable with the material or have no life experience in the racial, cultural, or artistic themes. So many of the patrons that we surveyed told us that in the past, they were always just so grateful to have some AD that they didn't demand the quality AD. But now they're frustrated and fed up with the status quo and they wanted not just description, but great description that was as artistic as the art form being described.
How can we address this gap to ensure quantity, quality, and inclusivity?
We wanted to increase the number of audio description offerings in our region as we realized there weren't enough offerings and not enough working describers in Massachusetts. But we wanted to do it in a way that was culturally competent and increase the quality as well to match the tone of the impactful art that was being produced.
We also wanted to reframe the model to include a blind describer on teams in accordance with best practices that we see in the American Sign Language and Deaf Director Artistic Sign Language model.
So what we did is we teamed up with audio description experts Thomas Reid and Cheryl Green to develop training workshops. And then we reached into the community and we recruited candidates from the BIPOC AAPI local actor community, the Boston Black Writers Association, the Asian American Playwrights Association, and the Spoken Language Interpreter Pool in Mass, along with blind and low vision patrons of the arts. And we ran a series of workshops to train new describers. And then we proceeded to find mentorship opportunities for them in AD and to onboard them to local theaters and museums, all while educating the arts institutions on the importance of AD access and cultural competency in AD and arts access.
So, we are thrilled to report that since the starting of this project in 2022, over 15 blind, disabled, and hard of hearing, Black, African, Latino, Chinese, Afro-Indigenous, and Afro-Latina, trans, gay, queer describers have been describing works for major theaters and museums across New England and New York. These describers are now specifically sought after nationally for their cultural expertise. And furthermore, almost half of the live theater AD in Massachusetts is now including a blind expert on the AD teams. So this number has tripled since we started in 2022, and it's still increasing. In addition, description work has also been a sustaining revenue stream for many of those who are marginalized gig workers in the post-COVID economy.
We really wanted to thank the ADP Awards Committee, and we're super honored to accept this 2024 Performing Arts Award on behalf of the work of the Vox inaugural AD training cohort and also the legacy of persons like Thomas Reid and Cheryl Green and Nefertiti Matos Olivares. And we're excited to keep working.
The work continues. Thank you again.